First this lunchtime, environmentalists are demonstrating outside the French Consulate in Edinburgh after France began its programme of nuclear testing in the South Pacific.
Representatives from several environmental groups began their protest last night as soon as they heard that the first explosion had been carried out. They've described the programme as a needless continuation of the arms race. Martin Geisler reports.
The French Consulate closed for normal business this morning, staff not dealing with anything other than emergencies. Scottish environmental campaigners outside lending their support to what's become an international outcry. At France's diplomatic offices worldwide, the scene was the same. This is the explosion that sparked off the protest, a blast under Mururoa Atoll in the South Pacific, breaking a worldwide moratorium on nuclear testing that's been in place for the last 3 years. The French say carrying out these tests now will mean they won't need to experiment again in the future. Around 20 protesters from Friends of the Earth, Scottish CND and Greenpeace blockaded 2 of the 3 entrances to the Edinburgh Consulate. A group of independent demonstrators managed to get onto the roof. The Consul General, Jean-Claude Moreau, is out of town today, but staff arriving for work were clearly not amused. The environmentalists didn't get the size of protest they'd predicted, but they believe it will be effective.
There are 20 people here, but there are people outside the embassy in London, there are people outside embassies all around the world, and the French are going to see that. They're going to see the strength of opposition absolutely everywhere.
Police have been watching events from a distance. So far, they say they've had no real cause for concern.
If it continues in this vein, we'll be certainly happy with our response to it, and we'll just monitor the situation.
You'll let it continue?
Yes, nowadays people have got a right to demonstrate, and we're quite happy for them to maintain this level.
No official comment from the consulate so far. The protesters say they'll stay on the doorstep until 9:30 tonight, exactly 24 hours after the first explosion.
Highland police have